the position of our car while we drive makes a difference. And I'm going to use some examples so that you fully understand why it matters, why you should position your car correctly in different situations. Firstly, let's say that this is the road and that's the center line. Okay, so that's the road, that's the center line. Where should you position in this road? Where? You should position in the middle. Now that's, you might say, yeah, but I know that already. Well, why do we do that? What's the danger of us not driving in the middle? What is the problem? The problem is if you go too close to the pavement, what's the danger? The danger is hitting the pavement. The danger is damaging your car by hitting the pavement. There could be somebody walking on the pavement, near to the pavement, near to the road. What could happen? There could be somebody standing here with their dog to cross the road, and they might be too close to the road, maybe too close to the pavement. Maybe somebody standing here with a child. Maybe somebody standing here with a pram and they're too close. Maybe the pram is a little bit on the road, and if you're too close, what could happen? Can you see the danger? That will damage your car if you hit the pavement, and you could hit someone if they're quite close to the pavement. So that's one problem. What if you are too close to the other side? What could happen? So say you are too close driving here. What's the danger? The danger is you could hit the car oncoming traffic, take their wing mirror, or you will push the other car to drive more on their left. The reason they are pushed is because you are driving too close here. Had you drive in the middle, they could be in their middle. If you drive too close here, you're pushing the other car to drive more on their left, close to the pavement. In this situation, say you want to go right. For you to go right, where should you position? You should position left of center. So this is your car. For you to go right, you should position left of center, closer to the center line. Why is that? Why do we position here for us to go right? Number one, the position of our car will tell others what we're doing. So we are signaling as well as our position of our car. If you signal right and you position here, what do you think the car behind or everyone around us thinking? They're a bit confused, right? They might think that, well, they're signaling right, but how come they're positioned here? They're confused. They don't fully understand your intention. If you go there as well as signal, your car confirms that you want to go right. That's number one. Number two, it'll be easier for you to make the turn if you position there. And thirdly, what if there's somebody coming here? What do you have to do? They've got the priority, right? So you'll have to stop here. Okay, you stopped here for that car. Now, while you stopped here, what do you think the car behind? They could just carry on, right? If you stop here in the middle, what do you think is going to happen? They can't go anymore because you blocked them. If you go there, if the road is big enough, they could just carry on going. So because of your position, you are helping others to just flow. So can you see why the position matters? Also, when you make the turn, should you make it like that? Is there a good position, or should you do that? If you go there, you're going to cut the corner, right? That's not good position, is it? You have to go a little bit forward and go to your side of the road so you don't cut the corner. Because cutting the corner, there could be somebody coming, that could be a problem. Can you see why the position matters? Now let's talk about this situation. This is known as meeting situation, where you are coming and there's a car coming here. There's no space for two cars. Okay, this is your car, there's a car coming, and you don't have space for two cars. In that situation, we call it meeting situation, meeting traffic. In that situations, who's got priority? No one. So what do you have to do? You stop. You stop here like that. Okay, look at the position. Number one, you didn't go too close to the pavement. Number two, you didn't go close to the car. And number three, you position towards right, facing right a little bit. Why is that? Why this position is the best position for you to wait for that car? Why is that? Number one, if you went too close to the pavement, the car behind is going to think you are parking. You're giving them wrong signal. If you go too close to that car, your view is going to be restricted. You can't see anything. And number three, you position towards right a little bit, right. Why is that? The position of your car tells others that you're not parking. You're telling them exactly that I'm waiting for that car, I'm not parking. If you're straight, they might think you want to park here, and they might start to stop here for that car, trying to overtake you. So the position here, the way you position matters, tells others exactly what you're doing. Many, they get it wrong here. They are either too close to the pavement, too close to the car, or they keep the car straight close and then car behind is thinking you're parking, they try to overtake, car coming, what could happen? We're going to stop here because there's another car coming. Okay, I stop, come here, stick my nose out, and I wait. Done. I'm sticking my nose out and I'm waiting. Done. There's another car coming, mirror, mirror, and then let the brake go now, and again mirror and go. Done. Now this road here, what if in this road you want to go left? How should you position? Many learners, they get it wrong. They're going too straight and stopping there. The car position should be where? Following the pavement. Okay? That way, it will help you to make the turn. Also, the car behind or a cycle, they're not going to just go into that space because your car is there. You should position around the way it's going. If the corner is sharp, then yes, you go straight and stop there. But if it's bent like that, what do? You go with it. And consciously, when you're driving going to the end, you should know what kind of road it is, what kind of corner it is. You should look for the road, look at the way the road is setting, the setup of the road, and you should follow the pavement the way the road is going. Because consciously you're not thinking, you're not going to do that. You're just going to go and straight stop here for you to do that. For you to go right, where do you position? There. And don't do that. You go straight and then go to your side. That's how you position to go right. So can you see the way you position, the way you drive, the position of your car makes a huge difference. Telling others, telling your intention what you are about to do. Also, it is good for you to make the turn or good for you to keep your car in a good condition. You're not going to hit the pavement. You're not going to hit somebody else on the road. 40 from here. Okay, and I'm going to look if it's safe for me to go. Looks like plenty of cars. Okay, and I'm going to go after this car. Go now. Done. Mirror. Done. Hi, if you are learning to drive or you are training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you. So if you're a learner, we have an online course for you for manual and automatic. And if you're training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you for your ADI Part 2 and ADI Part 3. Please check the description for the links of the courses. Have a look and have a read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Also, what about roundabouts? When you're dealing with roundabouts, okay, try to go round roundabouts. Try not to go straight. So for you to go straight, try not to go like that. Try to go round roundabout, only going round. Okay, if it's a mini one, try not to go over it. Try to go round as much as you can. You know, the white circle in the middle for the mini roundabout, try not to go over it. Go round it as much as you can. Sometimes it's difficult. Make sure the speed is down so that you could make the turn. You don't want to go over it. Try to make an effort and go as much as you can. And also be in your lane. Like I said, try not to go straight. If you're going to go straight, go round, keeping in your lane when you are dealing with roundabouts. And you go round. Mirror, mirror. I don't need to signal to come off. Why? It's a mini one. Look on my right. Look on my right. The other car is going to go the other way. Okay, I'm going to go slowly. Mirror, mirror. Also, when you are driving, try to remember the 2 seconds rule. Stay away from the car in front, 2 seconds behind. Why? If they brake suddenly, you have the space to stop. Also, when you stop behind someone, maybe on a traffic light or at the end of the road, or maybe queue of traffic. So there's a car here, stopped, and you stop behind them. Try to stop not too close so that if they break down, you got the space to go round. If you go too close and stop, and if they break down, what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to go round. You need to have enough space so that if they break down, you have the space to go round. So the position matters here when you stop behind a car. And don't go too close to the red car, around here. Keep the distance from the car in front. Not too close, not too far. If you go any closer than that, and if they break down, you're not going to be able to go around. So you need to keep some distance from the car in front. Okay, that's what the examiner is looking for. Remember, the examiner is not looking for how skillful you are. They're looking for how safe you are. Are you safe on the road? Are you safe for yourself and for others? That's what they're looking for. Okay. So now you know the way you position your car when you're driving, it matters. it matters in a big way. It tells others what you're doing. It tells others your intention. So when you're driving, be conscious about your position, the way you position. Think the way I'm positioning, is it helping others? What does it look like from the outside? What does it look the way I'm positioning? Why is it telling them what I am doing? Remember, you're not the only one on the road. You are helping others by the way you position your car. If you need extra help on Learn to Drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. It gives everything a learner needs. It has more than 30 videos in the course giving you everything you need for you to learn and for you to pass the driving test. It has everything you need. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. If you do like the video, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.